Your joints aren't lying to you. That stiffness you feel every morning, that deep ache in your knees, your hands, your hips, it's not just aging. It's not just wear and tear. In many cases, it's your food. Right now, millions of Americans over 75 are eating foods every single day that are silently setting their joints on fire, and most of them have no idea. I'm going to show you 7 of those foods today. These aren't obvious junk foods. Some of them are foods you've been told are healthy. If you've ever woken up stiff and sore and wondered why, comment yes below. You are not alone, and this video is for you. Stay with me, because by the end, you will know exactly what to remove from your plate, starting tomorrow. I want to share something that changed the way I think about arthritis pain. A 2020 study published in the journal Arthritis and Rheumatology followed adults over the age of 65 for 4 years. Researchers tracked their diets carefully. What they found was striking. The participants who regularly consumed certain inflammatory foods had significantly higher levels of joint pain and significantly faster joint deterioration than those who didn't. Not because of age, not because of genetics, because of what they were eating. This isn't about fear. This is about giving you information your doctor may not have time to share. So let's get into it. Stay with me until the end, because point number 6 will surprise most people watching this. 1. Vegetable oils, the heart-healthy lie. Here's something most people get completely wrong. Vegetable oils like canola oil, soybean oil, corn oil, and sunflower oil are everywhere. They're in restaurant food. They're in packaged snacks. They might be sitting in your kitchen right now. For decades, we were told these oils were heart-healthy. A better choice than butter. A smarter option. But here's the problem. These oils are extremely high in omega-6 fatty acids. Think of omega-6 as a volume dial for inflammation. The more you consume, the louder inflammation gets, especially in your joints. Your body needs a balance between omega-6 and omega-3 fatty acids. In a healthy diet, that ratio should be close to 4-to-1. In the average American diet today, it's closer to 20-to-1. That imbalance is like pouring gasoline on a fire that's already burning inside your joints. Replace vegetable oils with extra virgin olive oil, avocado oil, or small amounts of real butter. These fats work with your body, not against it. 2. White bread, white rice, and refined grains. This one is in nearly every American kitchen. White bread, white rice, pasta made from white flour, regular crackers. These foods all share one dangerous trait. They are refined carbohydrates. When you eat refined carbohydrates, your body breaks them down almost instantly. Blood sugar spikes sharply. Your body releases insulin rapidly. And here's what most people don't know. That blood sugar spike triggers a direct inflammatory response throughout your body. For someone with arthritis, or anyone over 75 whose joints are already under stress, that inflammation doesn't just pass through. It settles into your joints. It feeds the pain. Picture this. You have toast and jam for breakfast, crackers at lunch, white rice for dinner. You've triggered 3 inflammatory responses in one day. Every single day. Switch to whole grain options. Oats, brown rice, whole wheat bread, quinoa. These digest slowly. Blood sugar stays stable. Inflammation stays quieter. 3. Added sugar. The most dangerous ingredient you're ignoring. This is the one that surprises people most. Not table sugar in your coffee. Not the occasional cookie. The hidden sugar. Added sugar is lurking in foods you'd never suspect. Salad dressing. Pasta sauce. Flavored yogurt. Protein bars marketed to seniors. Even some breads. Here's why this matters. Sugar directly stimulates the production of inflammatory proteins called cytokines. Cytokines are chemical messengers. When they're in overdrive, your immune system begins attacking your own tissue, including the tissue surrounding your joints. Studies have linked high sugar intake specifically to increased rheumatoid arthritis activity and a faster cartilage breakdown in osteoarthritis. 1 can of regular soda contains roughly 39 grams of added sugar. The recommended daily maximum for an adult is 25 grams. 1 drink puts you over the limit. 1 drink. Drop a 3 in the comments if you're going to start checking sugar labels this week. Read every label. Look for added sugars, not just total sugar. Choose plain yogurt over flavored. Make your own salad dressing with olive oil and lemon. We are halfway through, and I want to make sure you stay with me. Point number 6 is something most doctors never mention. It's a food that almost every senior in America eats regularly. And for people with arthritis, it could be making everything worse. It's coming up. Don't go anywhere. 4. Processed meats. This category is one of the most inflammatory foods on the planet. Hot dogs, bacon, deli meat, ham, turkey, salami, sausage. These are processed meats. They are loaded with advanced glycation end products. Let me explain that simply. When meat is cured, smoked, or processed at high heat, it creates compounds that your immune system recognizes as threats. Your body responds with inflammation every single time. Processed meats are also high in saturated fat and sodium, both of which contribute to joint swelling and stiffness. Here's a real-world picture. A deli sandwich for lunch, a few slices of bacon at breakfast, maybe a hot dog at a family cookout. That sounds like a normal week for many Americans. But for someone with arthritis, that pattern is quietly making every morning harder to get out of bed. Choose fresh, unprocessed proteins instead. Grilled chicken, baked salmon, eggs, legumes like lentils and chickpeas. Your joints will feel the difference. 5. Dairy products. For some people, this is the hidden culprit. This is a controversial one, and I want to be careful here. Not everyone reacts to dairy, but for a significant number of people, particularly those with rheumatoid arthritis, dairy can be a powerful inflammatory trigger. Dairy contains a protein called casein. In sensitive individuals, casein can irritate the tissue around joints. It can cause swelling, stiffness, and increased pain that seems to come from nowhere. The tricky part? The effect isn't immediate. It builds over days. So you don't connect a glass of milk to the knee pain 3 days later. If you are over 75 and your joint pain feels unpredictable, appearing and disappear without a clear reason, dairy could be worth investigating. Try a 3-week elimination. Remove all dairy. Keep a simple pain journal. Then reintroduce it slowly. If your pain changes significantly either way, you have your answer. Drop a 5 in the comments if you're willing to try this experiment. 6. Alcohol, what the research actually shows. And here's the one most people don't expect to hear. Moderate alcohol, a glass of red wine with dinner, a beer on the weekend, is often portrayed as harmless or even beneficial. You may have read that red wine has antioxidants, that it supports heart health. Here is the other side of that story. Alcohol is processed by your liver. As it's metabolized, it generates compounds that increase systemic inflammation. It also disrupts your gut microbiome, the community of bacteria in your digestive system that plays a direct role in regulating immune response and joint inflammation. For people with gout, a type of arthritis, alcohol is a direct and documented trigger. Alcohol raises uric acid levels. Uric acid crystals deposit in joints. The result is one of the most painful joint episodes a person can experience. Even for osteoarthritis and rheumatoid arthritis, studies show that regular alcohol consumption is associated with higher pain levels and greater disease progression. This doesn't mean you can never enjoy a social drink. But if you are over 75 and living with daily joint pain, this is a conversation worth having with your doctor. 7. Nightshade vegetables, the unexpected one. This is the point that surprises almost everyone. Nightshade vegetables include tomatoes, peppers, eggplant, and white potatoes. These are whole natural foods. They appear on every healthy eating list. But here is what the research shows for a subset of arthritis sufferers. Nightshades contain compounds called alkaloids, particularly one called solanine. In individuals who are sensitive to solanine, these compounds can increase gut permeability. You may have heard this called leaky gut. When the gut lining is compromised, inflammatory particles pass into the bloodstream more easily, and joint pain can intensify. This is not a universal response. Many people eat nightshades without any issue, but for others, particularly those with inflammatory arthritis, removing nightshades for 4 to 6 weeks produces a noticeable reduction in joint swelling and pain. Imagine cutting out tomatoes for a month and waking up one morning with hands that open more easily. That is a real experience for some people. It could be yours. Try a 30-day elimination. Document your symptoms. Let your body tell you the truth. Let's bring this home, because what you do with this information matters. Here are the 3 most important things to remember. Inflammatory oils and refined carbohydrates are in almost everything processed. Reading labels is not optional anymore. It's protective. Sugar and processed meats are 2 of the most powerful joint inflammation triggers for adults over 75. Reducing them is one of the fastest ways to feel a difference. Triggers like dairy, alcohol, and nightshades are individual. What destroys one person's joints may not affect yours at all. Elimination testing is the only honest way to know. Here is what I want you to hear directly. You have lived a long life. You have worked hard. You deserve mornings that don't begin with pain. You deserve the ability to move freely, to hold your grandchildren, to walk without wincing, to sleep without aching. The food on your plate has more power over that future than most people realize. One change at a time. Start tomorrow. Start with the oils or the sugar or the bread. Pick one. Just one. And stay consistent for 3 weeks. Your joints have been sending you signals for a long time. Now, you know how to listen. If this video helped you, please give it a like right now. It takes 1 second, and it tells us to keep making content like this for you. Subscribe if you haven't already, and hit the bell so you never miss a video designed specifically for your health and your life. Leave a comment telling me which of these 7 triggers surprise you most. I read every single one. And please, share this video with someone you love who is over 65. They may be eating something on this list every single day without knowing it. Sharing this could genuinely change their quality of life. Take care of yourself. You've earned it.